This is also a UV machine, but it has different setup. This one we will use when we want to extract the DNA from the gel. So we want to see the veins in the gel with our naked eye. Okay, so okay. We will, after we run the gel electrophoresis, you would take your gel, put it in here, close it, and then there's a power button here. If I turn it on, you will see the UV lights on. There's two settings, high and low UV, okay? And you would see the veins, your DNA veins on the gel with your naked eye, okay? So when you deal with that, when we come to this step, whoever perform that step needs to be really careful. You need to protect your face with the mask and have gloves on, like everything, because you will, actually handle with the UV lights. So your gel in here with the DNA veins, what you will need to do is to use your hands to cut the part of the gel that contain your DNA and collect that DNA from the gel. So that is one experiment that you will need to do using this one. Okay? And that's the only experiment that we will use this one. All of other times when we need to see the DNA veins after gel electrophoresis, we would use this machine. Okay? So in this case, we will not see the gel. We would load it into this one, okay, and then close it, and then use the software on the computer to see the veins. Okay, so as I said, most of the time we will use this machine. Only one step during our process, after we cut the plasmids, we will need to use this one because we need to extract the DNA from the gel. Okay. In other cases, we will not collect the DNA from the gel. We will discard the gel after electrophoresis, but there will be one step that we need to recollect the DNA from the gel. And we will need to use this one. Okay, let me try.
Muốn xem lại.
Nó sợ tim.
Rồi, tôi cút sớm.
Tự nhiên mình làm người hèn hèn nghe.
Okay. There's a UV light on.
Đấy đâu?
Alright.
Quê.
We'll turn it off. But these are the two machines that will help you to visualize your DNA in the aerogel. Okay? And when we come to the time that we need to use this machine, I will show you how to use the machine as well as the apps that comes with the software. Oh, okay. Since we are already here, the centrifuge. Have you guys used this one? No. Alright. So this is the centrifuge. All of these is the centrifuge with different size of the sample that you can handle. So this is for the Eppendorf tube. This is for the Falcon tube. Okay. For our class, we will mostly use this one. Okay. So in order to use it, and then there's a switch here. Turn it on.
Cái này nó biết xài.
Quay thì em đi ăn. Yeah, cầm điện thoại quay đi.
Alright.
Quay
And
tao
then
đi.
when you load
Tao
the
không biết làm.
sample, make sure that it's balanced. And then you will need to close the lids. Okay, you turn it clockwise to tighten it. Okay, make sure it reels tight. And then close. Don't push too hard. Okay. You would hear the sound, the quiet sound when it's successfully closed.
Yes.
Okay. So there's some setting up here. for the it start to heating up. It start to
Cooling
cool down. Okay, so this is the where you would set up the speed. Okay, usually we would use it at RPM, but if in the protocol it's at RCF, then you could switch to RCF. So you can switch between RPM and RCF here. Okay, and then in order to pick the value, then you turn this knob. Okay, to adjust the value. Okay, for the acceleration and deceleration, it shows you how fast or how slow it get to the speed that you want. Okay, usually people just leave it as default 5. Temperature, right now it is set at 4 Celsius degree. It has been turned off. We just turn it on, so it starts at the room temperature 28. If we leave it over time, then it would get down to 4 Celsius degree. Okay, so in order to adjust it, you hit it and then also turn the knobs. Okay, time, minutes and second. The first 2 numbers is minutes. The last 2 is a second. Okay, time and also turn. Okay, and then when you're ready, hit the start. When it's done, you would hit the lid, and it will automatically open. Okay, when you open, turn this to release it, and make sure that you leave it anywhere within these 4 corners. Okay, this is just a good practice, and every student will be told the same thing, because you don't want to miss this part when you load your sample. So it needs to be closed all the time when you have your sample in here. So when you leave it here, you will not forget it. Okay, because with it, like in these 4 places, you will not be able to close the lid. Okay, so you will remember to close it to be able to close the lid of the centrifuge. Okay. Okay. So whenever you need to stop, which is not recommended, during running you hit the stop button. So while it's running, if you need to stop, if you see any strange sound, if it makes any noises that you suggest that there's something wrong in the machine, then you would hit the stop button to stop it. Okay, this is how you would use it. After you're done